Guys, welcome to another video for our programming practice session. Today we are going to do number 344 on LeetCode reverse string. It's a pretty easy problem actually. Well, if you think about it, right, we are just trying to reverse a string. So let's say our string is looks something like this, and we want to return. We want to make as well. Let's make this a little bit smaller, right? ABCD. So we want to return D, C, B, A. Right, so that's what we want to return. So there are a couple of ways we can do this, right? So for example, we can take the first element, put it at the end, take the second element, put it at the end, this one, put it at the end, D, put it at the end, and that way we would basically be so let's say, so we construct a result string, right? And we say, take the first element and just put it there, and then take the another element and then put it in front of it. Take another element, put it in front of it. Take another element, put it in front of it. Here, if you see, we are doing n iterations, right? Versus we're constructing a new string altogether, which is an extra space. Instead, what we can do is we can keep the as it is, right, and convert this into an array, right? So let's say this is an array, B, C, and D. Now what we can do is we can have two pointers starting and ending at so let's say we have a start pointer starting at index 0 and end pointer starting at the end of the string, right? So it's pointing here and this is pointing here. Now we basically swap them. D becomes here, right? So the after the first iteration, the string will become something like this. So we swap this, then we increment and decrement the end counter. Now we swap these two, right, and we just return, because we now are past the point where we have reversed everything, right? So let's look at this in terms of time complexity. What are we doing here? Time would be, so we are only going all the way to halfway through the string, right? So it'll be O of n by 2, which in big O world it's going to be O of n, and then space will be no extra space here. Right. Alright, so let's take this, put this in our top section, and let's go ahead and implement this. Right, so now let's make sure we cover corner cases where if not s or length of the s is 0, then we return empty. Else we can continue. So all we are going to do is, while start is less than end, right, we would basically swap them. How do we swap them? So we can say, hey, start becomes the end, and as of end becomes the start, right? It's just a fancier way of doing this in Python, but otherwise you could just do it in 2 lines. Anyway, so once this is done, we want to increment the s to the next element and decrement the I until we hit this condition, and just simply return s, and that's it. Let's see. Right, so this is looking good. Let's try out something else where we only have one element for the sake of the different test case. Say if we are not, if we're just passing empty, what happens then? We just return an empty string. Not sure if that's expected, but looking good. Alright, so let's go ahead and submit this. Alright, so we did pass. Cool. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys.